Hi everybody, it's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. Welcome to another live video with me. It's Friday evening in the UK. Good morning if you're in Australia, and good day if you're in the States. And hello, whatever time you're watching this, because I do know that if you don't catch me live, I've got plenty of people that will catch me later. So hello if you're joining me later on in your day. So I was looking back over noticed that a lot of the more popular videos tend to be ones that I think are me trying to give you inspiration for cards that you guys obviously make. And masculine cards is just one of those that seems to come up time and again that people struggle with. Now, I know that there are so-called masculine stamps on the market that kind of are kind of thematic. They have themes like golfing or football or whatever, but I'm not that kind of creator. I'm more of a looking at colours and textures and changing that up to make a more masculine style. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So hello, welcome. I hope you're having a great day too. Hi Kay. Hi Tracy. I've popped something in the post for you today. Hopefully you'll get it Monday, I think, because I don't think you'll get it tomorrow. Okay, so just a quick chat about how to gather supplies if you need to make a masculine card, all right? And particularly if you like mixed media, if you like things that are a little bit textured or a little bit vintagey. Right, so out of my cupboard, I've just taken out this that I've had for absolutely ages. It's a pocket French dictionary that I probably picked up at a jumble sale or charity shop or something. And it's the sort of thing that, like, a charity shop would just want to get rid of this because, you know, they're not going to get much money for this. It's falling apart. I mean, I could use that. Oh, I could use that bit. That would look cool. Anyway, so I've already started using it because sometimes when I make things for craft fairs, I actually use this stuff as packaging. So it's just great to have. Yeah, there's loads of different things in there. Oh, there's even this kind of purpley sheet. But there we go. So there's a dictionary, and it's quite nice sometimes to have something in a different language. Then I don't know where I got this from. This has been hanging about in my... Oh, there's a feather on there. I don't even know what... Why is there a feather on there? Or is it just dust? I think it's dust. Oops. Anyway, it's this is pre-calculators. All right. So before calculators, this is what people used to practical measurer made easy. Yeah. Yeah. It's for basically if you haven't got a calculator, what you mark on things. But I just love this table of just like rows and rows of numbers. I love it. It's just super cool. Okay, let's come on to this. So just about an hour ago, I just sat down with my Big Shot and used loads of embossing folders just to go create some textures. So I had this piece of black 12 by 12 cardstock that I've had lying around my room. To be honest, it got a bit dented. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use it. I'm going to put more dents in it. I'm going to create more texture. So I've got the new wood grain embossing folder that Stampin' Up do, the corrugated one, the subtles one, which really is quite subtle. I don't know if you can see how subtle that is, but it reminds me of the old basil cardstock that they used to make. This is the tin tile one, which I believe is still available, and that's the basket weave, and the wood one again, and the corrugated one again. Then I've just grabbed off my shelf, and I don't know if you guys have a box like this. It's my mixed media box, which I basically throw in my tat into here. Anything that I think, oh, I'm going to use that one day, it'll be useful for something. But it's basically anything textured or vintagey or whatever goes in it. Oh, look, I've even found some old coins. Look, old coins, old keys. What's this? Petals. Shimmery... What's in here? Shimmery stuff. Old Chinese newspaper from some packaging. I just love like all the writing. So cool. What else have I got here? An old postcard-y thing. Ooh. Oh, I went to uni with this guy. This was his this was his business card when he left uni, and yeah, he was my housemate's boyfriend. There we go. Anyway, what have I got on here? I have got old tickets, railway tickets that I've just kept. You know, I wanted to keep. More tickets, cigarette cards, wire, more wire. Ah, this stuff. This is like handmade paper, which is great for textured, you know, mixed media stuff. Old Chinese money packets. Oh, with money in. Ah, this is a Malaysian ringgit. I should probably give that to my mother to take back to Malaysia next time she goes. But there we go. That's a 10 ringgit. No, I better just check. Is there any more money in here? Oh, no money. What a disappointment. An old car key. Because I figured, you know, I may as well keep these because I might want to make a card for somebody, you know, like 21 or your car or whatever. Yeah, this is off an old car of ours. There we go. So this is old Stampin' Up stuff, this textured canvas. Then I've got, what else in here? Bark hearts. That's in there. Okay, I'm not going to go through absolutely everything, but look, I've got some skeleton leaves. These are some tickets from a Stampin' Up event. Shells, confetti, mirrors, some textured stuff, wood, lace. So anything that I would classify as mixed media comes in here. An old button. Sorry, can you see that? There you go. That's an old button. Oh, a sample. Oh, that would look cool on a card, wouldn't it? It's a sample of wool. Anyway, I do recommend that you... That's a cool key. I do recommend that you keep a box for stuff like this because it just can aid in your creativity and fun and whatever. So, hello. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Let me say a quick hello to people that have come in. So, hi, Vanessa, Elizabeth, Kay. Prairie Wonders, hello. First time you've got me live from North Dakota. Wonderful. Welcome. You have a box of mixed media. I have a house. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I won't show you the rest of my room. But, yeah, this is just a box in my room. Some old bits of tatting. That's just an ornament thing, which I thought might be nice. There we go. A gem thing. That might be nice to use. Right. So, great stuff in there. But I wanted to do some mixing of textured stuff, mixed media stuff. Shall we get that ticket? I like that ticket. I do like this Chinese paper, so I'm going to keep that out. That ticket. I'll keep the mulberry paper out. Quite like one of these hearts. I'll take a couple of those. I like this. Oh, that textured stuff is good. I might take out a skeleton leaf. Use some of those. Oh, I might put a key on. Should I do a key? You know what? I think that's my old flat key. I better keep that and return that. Don't know what that's from. We'll keep that. Okay, let's get started, guys. So thank you for joining me. And I hope that we're going to have some fun making things. I've plugged in my hot glue gun just in case. And the only stamp set I've got on my desk is this one here because I love all the textures in here. And if we're kind of going down that masculine route, I thought that would be a useful one to have out. I've plugged in my hot glue gun just in case I need to stick anything a little bit more substantial down. Hello, Darla. So let's get started. Let's grab a piece of card. Got some other bits of card here. Oh, maybe a green one. I'm just going to see what happens. I haven't got any particular plan. I do definitely want to use some of this. And in my head, I'm going to approach this like I approach some of my scrap kind of card making. Just play with patterns and so on. And see what goes from there. Hi, Ruth. Nice to see you. Right, so we've got a piece of that. Let's take a couple of sheets out of this. It's fairly flimsy stuff, so... And then we've got these lovely textures here, and some of this mulberry paper, so... I don't know, let's go with browns to start off with, and then we'll go from there. Any cream in there? Or white? Okay. I do love the texture of this. Actually, I'm tempted to actually go for doing a more of a square card initially. I may have got some, I know I've got some bits of 12 by 12 papers that need using up that I could use as a base. Let's have a look what I've got here. You saw me use some of these a while back in a previous video. Oh, got the wood. Oh, right, let's grab those out. Let's use some of those. Okay, so wood texture is always great for masculine cards without it being too obviously masculine. And then don't be afraid to get some of these paler shades and greens in there as well. So I'm going to pull those out as well. Okay, how is everybody tonight? And what would you guys like to see me do? Because, or what do you find difficult? What cards do you find difficult to make? Now, when you do cards like this, sometimes it's actually useful to kind of make two on the go, because, you know, when you've got all your lovely bits and pieces out, rather than just kind of making one at a time, sometimes it can be easier to make a few at a time. So right, so cut that down, have that there. Masculine cards are impossible. Well, I hope to be able to demystify it a little bit today. Right, the other thing I'm going to call upon is some ink pads, and I'm very tempted to show you how to kind of grungy up a piece of cardstock without using any stamps or sponges or anything. Okay, so I just want to experiment a little bit with this. Actually, no, I'm going to use soft suede, I think, because I'm finding this quite yellowy, so I want to kind of grungy this up a bit more. So I'm just swiping my ink pad through and just adding some extra in there. Okay, I might do that to this one as well, which I'm just going to brush on. So I'm using my whole ink pad. And I'm not bothered really about the extra marks that are going on. I just don't want it looking so clean and pristine. So if anyone has a problem hearing me, please could you just say, Ruth, speak up, because I'm quite happy to speak up a little bit more. I'm going to set some of these aside for a moment. I want that, I want that, and I want that. Don't want that. Okay, let's just get into ripping some stuff up. Sometimes you have to kind of figure out which way things are going to tear. There we go. Oh, there we go. That will tear that way. Okay, good, Vanessa. So So it's Saturday already with you guys in Aussie. Ugh. Oh my goodness, this stuff for hair. This textured stuff. It was very popular many years ago. I don't know if you can get hold of it still anymore. But there we go. I really like the idea of this heart. Keith, that one. What about half this leaf? That's whoa, 6:45. I hope you've got a coffee or something. That's quite early, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to be up that early tomorrow morning. I have got a craft fair tomorrow that I'll be packing, getting ready for tomorrow morning. But there. See, I even like the how it's worn just down the corner there. You know, it's already kind of grunged up a bit. Distressed, not grunged, distressed. And then we've got these other bits and pieces from that I cut off that could be used. These pieces of French. And it's quite fun having like a few on the go, because when you're doing this, when you're in the middle of this process, sometimes you might think, oh, I like how that works there, but I really fancy seeing how it looks differently somewhere else. And if you've got 3 cards on the go, it means that you can kind of play with that and, you know, experiment with seeing, you know, what works and, you know. I always say you've got to play with juxtaposition, you know, things against other things. How do they look? So I've got these nice wood texture bits here. Hi, Jeannie. Hello. At stop because of an accident. Here, that paper's called mulberry paper. Yeah, this is called mulberry paper. But I have this stuff here, which is kind of like see-through-y. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you're okay though, Jeannie. And it's, I think we called it angel hair here, but it's not a product I've seen for a long time. Oh, now, what about seeing what this colour looks like brushed through? So this is crumb cake. I'm just getting a bit of ink. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Should I do all of it? So I'm very gently laying that on top. Give it a rub. I am being very gentle. Ooh. Gossamer paper, Kay. Ah, yeah. That does make sense. It does feel like, it does look like gossamer. Right. I think the wood grain kind of goes with the wood paper, doesn't it? That's quite fun as a theme. at least tickets. Be quite nice to have a bit of blue on this one, won't it? I wonder if I've got anything else blue I could use. Got that blue pebble. Oh, I've got a stamp with Australia on it. Oh, I have got some stamps I could use for this process. This is quite cool stuff as well. It's kind of like goldy, silvery. That might look fun behind something. Oh, look at that. Look at the contrast of the gold with that. That's gorgeous. Oh, and a feather. Let's pop a feather down on something. Right, I'm going to check. I have got some keys. Look, I've got a spare butterfly sitting on my desk. How cool would that be? Top of the heart. Right, I need to find stamps. Stamps. Where's my stamps? I'm sure I had a little box of them somewhere. No, that's not it. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to find my old stamps. I have loads of them. Oh no, where have they gone? I had boxes of them. Hold on, I wonder if I can move them. Dear, I can't find them. I have got loads of some really old stamps for mixed media stuff. Oh. That's a shame. That would be so cool if I could have some other stamps on this, but never mind. Okay. That's a job for me to kind of yes, I have got some raffia here. Look at all this. Woohoo! It's fun stuff. It's just like good old raffia. I think it's going to be time to start sticking, isn't it? So if I move that out the way. Oh, I've still got that for later. I'm feeling good about this, guys. This is super fun. These old coins. Do you think it's naughty to stick coins on? What's that say? George? No. Don't know what country that is. 3 pence. 1937. Oh, that's 3 pence, 1932. That was King George. And what's that one? That's King George as well. Oh no, I don't feel I can stick those down. It feels like sacrilege. Right. Let's start with this one, shall we? So, get the good old Tombow out. Hope you're still with me. Sorry, I disappeared for a minute to find the stamps, but just cannot find it. Now, I've just looked at this and thought, shall I ink distress it? But it's kind of got its own ink distressing all of its own. It's got, you know, stuff on it. So I'm not going to add any extra to that. Let's stick that on. Ooh, doesn't want to stay. Right, that's on. Then let's get some glue onto there. Get that on. So my electrics just fell down. Right, let me just check some comments because no, that's all right. I thought someone else had commented. Okay, let's. I think when you're doing mixed media stuff though, you do have to make sure you glue really well, because if you're going to be sticking hardware on, then you need to make sure that it's going to stay. So, you know, don't be shy with the glue. Some people use oh, what's that stuff called? It can be used as a glue or a paint. I see a lot of people with mixed media doing it. I've not bought myself any of it though yet. So because I put glue behind the skeleton leaf, the glue is pushing through, so I want to make sure that there's nothing kind of tacky left on the surface of my card. Oh, my fingers are all stiff. Collage medium, that's it, Ali. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of it. Yeah, collage medium. And it might be that we have to, like with stuff like this, sometimes it's nice to stitch things in afterwards. I think I just might use the hot glue gun now and see what happens. Right, I'm gonna just. I've got a feeling though this is going to melt it, but we'll just put a few spots and see what happens. No, oh, it's not melting it. Yay! Okay, so let's get some of this. Oh, or gel medium. Yeah, collage medium or gel medium. Yeah. A lot of those mixed media people use it, don't they? I'm just going to put a wee spot there and a wee spot there. And I'm going to bring over I've got my silicone mat right beside me here. And this is useful when you have got blobs of glue that obviously it's hot to the touch. I can't touch it. Also, I can't find I have got a silicone finger protector, but I don't know where it is. But anyway, you can use your silicone mat for this. So because it's so hot underneath, I want to protect my fingers. I'm just pushing down on that and waiting for it to cool. And once it's cool, I'll be able to pull that off really easily. So, come on. Yay, there we go. You know when it's cooled down because it won't do this. This is like a little bit stringy still, but if it's cooled completely, you won't have that kind of stringiness. But anyway, it's going to be covered with a heart, so I'm not too bothered. Quite like a feather. Oh, do you want some of that gossamer stuff? Ooh. I've seen a lot of mixed media people using some kind of meshy stuff. That looks cool. Right, we don't want this to go anywhere, so I'm making sure I put lots of glue on it. I like that. I might just tear that off because I need something else to go up there now. Put that there. Right, next one. So this one needs a little bit more on it. I haven't worked so hard on this one. But I've got plenty to stick on it if I need to. Oh, that's too low, isn't it? Let's try this in this direction. That is so cool. I love that. Okay, let's get lots of glue on this because this is a little bit thicker. And it just brings out a little bit of extra colour because it's got that lovely bricky red kind of tone to it. Feather's a little bit dirty. Hi, Papercrafter 45. You well? Okay, so I've got my textured piece of wood texture, blah blah. Sorry, what I mean to say is the card that I put the embossing folder through earlier, I've now just got a little bit of ink on there. So I'm wanting to really have somewhere for this key to go. But I forgot that I had that bit under there, to be honest. What about if I tie? I've got some orangey kind of raffia. That looks kind of fun. That's a great idea. Kmart in Australia have a silicone spoon rack for $1.50, which works great to hold your glue gun on. Plus baking sheets you can cut up and use as non-stick mats. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to stick some of this raffia through here to make a bit of a... I think keys are a bit like buttons. You can't have naked buttons or naked keys. You have to have them tied to something. You know. It's got to have something attached to it, hasn't it? Right, let's cut that off. Da, 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 da. What about a wing poking out from underneath? Oh, yes. Okay. Right, let's move that back there. Get this wing on. Not wing. Feather. Help if I said the right word, wouldn't it? Then we want this to be quite firmly stuck on, so I'm going to do this with hot glue, because the key is going to be going on here, and so I want to make sure this is very strongly on my base. So I'm going to put a good blob of glue, I think, here. Oop, 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 oop. Quick, go down. Right, I'm just going to hold that there for a second. I'll bring my silicone mat in just to hold that there. Right, talk amongst yourselves for a minute, or talk to me. Talk to me. So, has anybody done this kind of card making where you're you know, layering on and doing all these extra bits and bobs? And actually, I've got a better one than this. I've just found it next to me. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, here. That one's stamped a bit better. So let's cut that in half. Sorry, butterfly. I feel really wicked cutting that in half. But, you know, for the sake of art, stick that under there. And this one can stick under somewhere else, can't it? Right, is that cooled down? Let's have a feel. Yes, that's done. Okay. That can go under there, can't it? Oops. You love mixed media. Oh, good. Well, as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, we don't necessarily have lots of products dedicated to mixed media. However, it's about thinking out the box a little bit and seeing what we've got. Certainly the embossing folders I think are fabulous, and obviously the lovely papers. Now this is retired paper, but in the pressed petals DSP that is current, there is a fabulous sheet of wooden, oh, I'll grab it actually to show you. There's a really lovely wooden background, plus there's this gorgeous burlap, that one there. And oh, the notes, it's gorgeous. And look at that, look at a lovely wood background. And then even these have got some nice bits. You can cut this out, and then you could maybe cover that over. And this lovely kind of, it looks like it's an encyclopedia of flowers, really. It's been, yeah, it's because it's got illustrations and things. Very vintage. And that's script. Really pretty. So that is really mixed media alley that is. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. That's number 2. Bring this one back over. And this one was kind of going in the blue direction, which was nice. So we've got that blue ticket, we've got the stamp. Let's just get some of this stuck down. You've not done any yet, Tracy. No, it is fun. Yes, it is fun. Ah, Louisa, so you have done it. Well, I hope this inspires you to have a go. To be honest, I was inspired this evening. I knew I wanted to come on and do a live, but I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do it about. And there's a lady that I've just started following. She's a UK YouTuber, and she does a lot of mixed media bits and pieces. And she was sharing a craft haul, not a craft haul, a bit of a haul from a jumble sale she went to, and she got some old photos and old letters and receipts and some cigarette cards and stuff. And it reminded me about this stuff that I have, and thought, oh, I'd love to kind of combine it with Stampin' Up products just to see how it works out together. And it's also to show that even though I do love Stampin' Up, I am a crafter and a paper crafter, so I use all sorts of things. So I love this stamp. That's lovely, isn't it? It's a very kind of, it gives it a transport theme, because this is a train ticket. Put that there. Let's cut that down a little bit more. That there. Still got all this raffia. It'd be fun to stick behind something. I do like this as well, and I don't know whether to use that to highlight something or just to use... I wonder if I can find an old picture in a newspaper or something. It would be a bit freaky, wouldn't it, to have someone's face? Or find a word. These are all P's. Ployage, ployer. Ooh, I wonder if I could find voyage. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Because we've got the ship. Right, let's have a look. T-U-V. V, voyage. Voyage. Oh, look at that. Yes, I could do that. Okay, so let's take that out. Get my hot glue gun. It says voyage, voyage, voyageur. So let's see if this will work with... I know I'm probably supposed to do this with Mod Podge or something, but I'm going to cheat and do it with hot glue. And then push it down really hard, because you want to get rid of any bubbles. Punch it out, says Kay. Well, I could, but I figured I could just do this, because if I punch it out, it won't be the exact shape of the pebble, because the pebble's not really circle. So I think if I just cut around, it's got a little bit of glue sticking out, but it's okay. I have to clean my scissors afterwards. How cool is that? Oh, it's got a Voyageur pebble. Love it. Don't know if we need some more gossamer stuff. Where's my This is quite nice. blooming out a tear. Oh, there we go. I think I want that in the background. Right, so I'm going to lift that off, lift that off, lift that off. Get some hot glue down. Hot glue down. Stick that all. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Then I think that's going to go there. So let's just scrumple this up. Hi Sherry, hi Vicky, good morning. Okay, I'm just going to plonk that there, and then I'm going to stick, oh I forgot about that, that's got to go somewhere. I'm going to put glue on the back of there and then push it on and just hope for the best. More glue, more glue. Always have your hot glue gun glues by the side, because you can work through them quite quickly. Right, hold and push. Yes. Okay, that's stuck down. Now I wanted to get a piece of this in somewhere. Put it under there. Dip, dip. Get that under there. Like that. Get this bit. I just wanted the stamp to stand out a little bit more, because I think if I just put it there, it kind of gets lost, doesn't it, in everything. So whenever you're placing something pictorial that's quite detailed on a background that's already quite busy, think about just bordering it with something, so that when you put it down, there's actually a focus around it, and you can see the difference it makes just putting that little bit of brown paper behind it. I could probably lick this stamp and stick it on. I wonder how old this stamp is. It better not be worth anything. Can you imagine someone be watching this and going, oh, I need that stamp to complete my collection. It's worth £50. Too late, mate. It's on the card. I used to collect stamps as a child. I have loads of stamps. And I remember always really quite liking the Australian ones because they were so pictorial and colourful. Really, really pretty. Okay, I'm trying to decide where to put this. I think I like the idea of it going there, because then it creates this line that you're looking. So you look at the ship and then you come down and then you look at this. I think I'm going to go there. Or do I put it on there? No, I think I'll put it there. Right. Blob of glue. Down he goes. Hold it. Doesn't take long for the glue to cool down. Yes, says Vicky, we have great stamps. Yes, you do. Right, so that's 3. Now I've still got ideas left for the other ones. Can you guys stick with me for a bit longer? How long have I been going? 49 minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. I've wittered too much. I wanted to get more cards done than that. Okay, so that's that one. Where's the other one? That one. So these have all got to go on card bases, obviously, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I've got that one, and that one. Right, come on, Ruth, I've got to work faster. Let's do... I'm going to try and do one on this. Or shall I use that as a base and do that on there? I think I might just do that instead. Okay, I'm just aiming to get paper on. I'm not thinking about it too much. I'm just thinking, okay, I just need to get paper on here so that I can make a start with something. So sometimes it's worth not overthinking this process. Just think, I've got to get some paper down, see what happens. I can always do some stamping or something on afterwards. You know, it's not... There's no card making police that are going to come after you and say, oh, you put that piece of paper in the wrong place. Okay? Do you like my voice then? Yeah. Just do it. Just do it. Just get it on there. You know? Just... Because if you don't play, you won't know what works. And all you'll be is a person who just sits and watches me doing it. So play, 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 play. Just get a bit fun. Quite like these little strips I can use. Maybe crunch up that DSP to add texture. That's a really good idea. But it's too late now. I think I just read the message. Sorry. Okay, I will do that on the next one. Yes, scrunching is a really good idea. Oh, and I've got all this gorgeous stuff that I did earlier that I want to use. I really do like this stuff. So gothic. Oh, I see. So you don't get sticky fingers. You just watch me get sticky fingers. Oh, I see. Fair enough. Right, where's my white? Right, so I've got my black piece of paper there, but this time I'm going to put this through the white ink pad. Ooh, I like it. And then I'm tempted to get my black ink pad. Now, I've not tried this famous black ice technique yet. I've seen it where people scrape their stays on, don't they, through foil. We're not going to do that because this isn't foil and this isn't stays on. However, I'm going to have a little scrape. Ooh, I like that. Oh, we've got these lines happening. And that, interestingly, even though we've used dictionary paper, we've used designer series paper, green, we've used brown, it kind of pulls it all together by doing this. So I do recommend you do that. Super fun. Now this is wanting to be used. It's kind of sticking to my glue. So yes, I will use you, don't worry. Oh dear, I'm starting to talk to the paper now. That goes there. So I want to hide the glue under there, so I'm going to put the glue along there like that. Right, you go there. Then I'm going to get my glue and just do blah 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 because it was in my hand, so I'm just going to do it. Stick that there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes, just go for it. Keep you guys entertained, don't I? So, okay, any hanging over bits you can just cut off afterwards. Right, I haven't got a focal point for this as yet, although I do like some of this Chinese writing. Although my only problem is I don't read Chinese. Someone will go, what have you put that there for? Restaurant and sushi bar. I can't go too wrong with that, can I? Restaurant and sushi bar. See, I'm a bit scared with all these pictures of these girls. You know, I don't know what it is. Oh, that's not... Ooh, that's nice. I'm just checking what's on the back side of things. All right, these are just restaurant adverts. So that can't be too risque, can it? Probably says The spare ribs cost blah blah blah. Love these fragments, isn't it? Yeah, maybe this one's just not going to have a focal point. That's fine. Ooh, or the heart. You notice how I contradict myself, okay? I'm sorry about that. It's because I'm talking aloud and kind of trying to explain my process as I do things. So it's okay to change your mind, okay? As I said, it's your... I haven't said it today, but I have said in the past. It's your art. You do whatever the heck you want, you know. It's your space to control, and that's so enjoyable about this process. It's your little thing. I like that. Okay, as we say in Wales, hapus iawn. Right, let's get that on there. Stick that there. I hope I haven't got this upside down. I don't think I have. Oh dear. Oh dear, never mind. Right, I'm going to put some glue there. Get that on there. Then get some glue onto there. Stick that on there. These hearts, by the way, if anyone wants to purchase these in the UK, came from a company called Baker Ross. They usually sell kind of children's crafts and stuff, but occasionally you find the odd gem that you can use for your own more adulty things. Right, so that was really quick, that one, because I just went for it. I want to do that again. Do something else similar. Right, what have I got here? Oh, my face. Right, again, let's just get this down. Not overthink it too much. I would like to use my stamps. I haven't used these yet. Quite like this fragment looking one. And I like the idea of it going round the edge to make a bit of a black border. There we go. So this is a piece of the black corrugated card that I made using the embossing folder. So that's just going to go straight across. Although, just check I've got that. That's what I love about the grid paper. You can pop your card down and then you can just check that you've got it aligned going across. I think that's not too bad. Right, let's say, oh, what about a bit of orange on there? I don't know why I like that. It's just, it's nice and striking, isn't it? Let's see what I have in my box of tricks. Let's see if there's a focal point or something that we can... Got some more of these leaves. I don't know where I got these from, but there used to be all the rage in card making years ago. Oh, just found some more stamps. Oh, some canvas and doily. Oh, some of that gold stuff. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? I love this red packet. It's got food on it. Maybe I'll save that for another one. Quite like that. Ali says, I just received that stamp set yesterday. Oh, cool. What, the Christmas countdown one, Ali? This, I think, needs something around it. Yeah, that makes it show up a bit more, doesn't it? All right, so let's pop that down first. A little bit of glue on there. Then right, stay. Stay. And I think if I put that over the top, do you think this will hold the glue? Ooh, ooh. Okay, that's going to go on top like that. And get my stamp quickly. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm hoping it all going to stay hot enough to glue together. Cool, this glue on here, I need to peel it off. Have you played with your stamp set, Ali? You said that you got that Christmas one. Oh, it's still quite warm. But it's stuck. Okay, that's that one. Now, I did say I was going to do one with scrunched up paper, didn't I? So let's grab another, some kind of base. Right, what have I got that needs using up? So I've got a bit of that grey there. Got some of this. Some of these, some of this. Got some of that black. So let's pile this up. I don't think I'll use the stamps on this one. There's also that nice piece of texture there. A bit of gold. Got any paper that needs using up? Oh, I've got this. I'm going to tear that down and do what, who said that? Papercrafter 45. I'm going to scrunch this up. Although I'm scrunching it, but because it's already got that pattern on it, I'm not sure if it's really going to show up. So, put that to one side for a second. I'm going to make these cracks really show up. Ow! By brushing this over the top. That's cool. Get more black on the edges as well. Okay, done. You did a one-sheet wonder with seahorses. Oh, cool. It's one stamp set like genre I do not have. Oh no, tell a lie. I have got the one with the octopus, but I don't have seahorses. Right, I want to use this stamp again. But I think I want to use the... I like these ferny frondy things. Yeah, the card you mean, Tracy? Yeah, I can do that. I just want to get some of these poking out. Oh, got a little funny thing there. Just want to get some of this down. Okay, stick that down there. Got this. Maybe that can go across. Let's get more ink on here. It could be quite fun to try and make a card with lots of black borders on it. It really adds something. Okay, is that better, Tracy? Right, put this. This is like supposed to be a little banner thing, but I'm just going to take off some of the threads because I like the way it's fraying there. Can you see that? And I can use these for something else if it wouldn't stick to my fingers. Right, I'm going to just cut this down. Cut these ends off, I don't want these ends. And I'm going to stick these so that they're like poking out behind my paper there. Why am I using hot glue? Speed mainly, Vanessa, because if I just put wet glue on here, I'd have to kind of wait for it to dry. So when using things with lots of texture or weight to them, I sometimes use hot glue just for speed, especially when I'm demonstrating to you guys. You know, I'm aware that I want to get things done quicker, so. But no, just use whatever glue you guys want to use. You know, we had a discussion earlier about gel medium. I don't have it, but I know a lot of people who do mixed media do prefer it, because they say that hot glue, it can kind of pull off at a later date. But this is paper, so it's fairly porous, and I'm using fabric and in thread. And I think when something is porous, hot glue really comes into its own. It's a good option. But if you're sticking like hard things like metal to metal or plastic, then I think the gel medium probably is a better option. Okay, so I'm kind of sticking this down still crumpled. I like all that texture that's in there. Okay. That can go across there. I've still got these lovely dark, fragmenty looking things. I've got this to go on it. Oh, actually, I think I prefer that, because I was thinking this is a bit too big. I'm wondering whether to stick this side on, because this can come apart. These are the red packets that children receive at Chinese New Year. I must have had this for absolutely years. Right, I'm nearly ready to stick it all down. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to put on. No, I don't think so. Unless I cut it up and pop it behind. Don't be afraid of cutting things to fit what you need them to fit. Bits of this. Okay, let's start sticking. So put that one down first. Just a thin layer of glue. That one. Then that one's got to go on in a minute, so because that's like the middle one that goes on top, we can use that one to get our bearings, to know where to stick that one. So, boop, 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 boop. And then, oh, I forgot to stick the leaf. Oh well. Might be able to squeeze that underneath. Yep, it goes. Yay! Then we can put that piece across. And because this is corrugated, it's worth, you know, being quite generous. Oh, it's at an angle. Not bad. Okay. So let's snip that bit off. Oh, got everything sticking to me now. Right, let's take that off. Got these lovely bits. Ugh. Little fragments of gold. Oh, I forgot about these threads. Too late, I think. Right, I think I'm going to leave it at that for tonight. I'll just grab a piece of background paper so that you can see it a bit clearer what we've been up to. Oh, just trying to find a piece of paper. Is that too busy? Is that okay? A bit closer. Okay, there we go. Right, so that was the last one. That's already on a base, so that's ready to go. This one was already on a base, so that one's ready to go. Super fun. And then we've got the ones from earlier. So got those ones. We have this one that needs mounting onto something. I'm just going to grab that for now. I don't know if I will use this colour, but there we go. You just see it with a border around it. Then this one. That's got lots of texture. It's got feather, bits of fabric. And then that one with the key. I really like these butterflies. Even though it's like a masculine card, I don't think you should be afraid of using insects and butterflies and that kind of thing. Bees. I think that's, you know, yes, we tend to use them for feminine things, but actually it's okay. It looks okay. So right, so let's number these. So this is number 1. Let's see which is your favourite. Number 1. Number 2 with the heart. Number 3 is the voyage with the lovely pebble there, the voyage. There. That's number 3. Number 4 with the stamp. And it probably says like chicken chow mein or something in the background. So I'm sorry if you do understand what that means. Oh look, I've got all lovely lots of ink in my nails now. That means I've had fun, okay? I always say this to my ladies. If you're inky, it means you've had fun. Just try not to get it anywhere. So that's the number 4. And then number 5. That one with the crumpled paper and the packaging. So I appreciate you may not like every single one, but I hope that I have given you some ideas in terms of some of the techniques that I've used. So we've got, you know, like crumpling paper, inking paper, you know, swiping. Which was the other one I swiped? Is it that one? Certainly swiped that one. That I swiped the brown over. These had brown. Yeah, that. Oh, I forgot this one. I knew there was another one that I swiped. I thought, where's it gone? So this is number. So that's 1, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6. Yes. So this one was done with, you know, sticking loads of stuff down and then swiping with the black ink. And that just helps to kind of pull all the different elements together. So it's great to know that you can use different papers from different collections, and you can just kind of pull it all together by using that. And I do love that white craft ink on the black cardstock. It really lifts the design. Oh, excuse me. What was the other technique? Yeah, lots of tearing, hot glue, texture. You know, you can see from there's quite a lot of texture in these. And then I deliberately, again, not done a sentiment because, you know, people can write on the inside if they want to, or they can, you know, make it forever, create the whatever occasion they want it to be. So like with the heart and the gold, you know, that could be like an engagement or a wedding card to a couple who are like super into rustic stuff. So you know, whatever really. That's like new home or graduation or 21 or whatever. You know, you just make it into whatever you want it to be, really. That I don't know what that is, to be quite honest. Yeah, I don't know what occasion I'm going to use that for, but it was fun to do. So there we go. Right, thank you for joining me. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 2 and 3. They're all one of a kind. Yeah, certainly, very much one of a kind. And a great way to use up some of your scraps, some of your retired DSP or current DSP. You know, please just get into your craft room and use stuff. Use it up, because I'm certainly guilty of hoarding this stuff for a very long time. You know, I've had this stuff hanging around for years. So use it, use it, use it. Right, so I probably won't see you tomorrow because I've got my craft fair tomorrow. So I'll be busy with that all day, and I'm sure I'll be quite tired when I get home. So I'm not planning to do another live until maybe Monday. Yeah, probably Monday. But I have got a couple of videos that I am editing, ready to go up. And you never know, I might have got something in the archives. Sometimes I scroll through stuff that I've loaded onto YouTube, but I've never made public. And then I think, oh no, I can't release that now because it's so old. It's using retired stuff. But I think, well, it's on there. I may as well let you guys see it. So you never know. Something might just pop up on your feed. But anyway, either way, have a great weekend, and go and get crafty. Go and do something. So, thank you, Kay. Thank you. Thank you all for joining me. It's been lovely to see you. And don't forget to share and like. Show the love. Okay, it helps me a lot if you just like and share it out there. And, you know, just even if it's just one crafty friend, you say, Ruth, come and look at what Ruth made. It helps me. So thank you guys. Take care. Lots of love. Have a great weekend. Bye.